People shook their heads and their fingers. You said that you could destroy the temple, build it in 3 days, save yourself, come down from the cross if you really are the Son of God. The observation is shared just about every year, but it never manages to dull the shock, to mitigate the stark contrast between all of that raucous cheering on Sunday, now turned to jeers on Friday morning. The fact that so many who sung his praises on Sunday cursed him on Friday. Understand? He's in a position where he couldn't so much as bat a fly away from his nose. The verbal assault, the barrage of insults. I wonder if sometimes the venom spewed by the crowd is as painful as the nails themselves. You said, and they wagged their fingers. You wagged, and how distressing to not have the strength, let alone even the breath, to tell them that they are distorting your own words. Jesus wasn't talking about physically dismantling the temple, that wonder of the ancient world, the epicenter of national identity, national pride. He didn't come into the world to so much as knock one stone off another. Of course, he is warned again and again, sometimes with tears in his eyes, that if they continue on the path that they are on, if they continue to play the game that they are playing, the Roman Empire will surely take care of that. Which in fact they did, some 40 years later. Take, a great preacher says, take one part religious fervor, a little anger, a heaping cup of frustration, mixed generously with a dash of expectation, a healthy dollop of hope, sprinkled generously with about 250,000 people, smished and smashed into a space you and I would say by our standards today is a pretty small place. And you have got yourself an absolute guaranteed, foolproof recipe for turmoil. Or another word for it is Jerusalem. And let's not forget to garnish with profound disappointment. All those people who were cheering just a few days ago, absolutely certain that you were going to take care of things. Their problem, the Roman problem, you would deal with it, no doubt, in the most effective and conventional way possible. Except Jesus' understanding of their real problem went far deeper than they could see or even begin to understand. Committed to God's will and not his own or anyone else's for that matter, was not about to live down to their expectations. If Jesus had had handlers like so many people today, if Jesus had had advisors, consultants, I can imagine it would be something like this. Jesus, Jerusalem, at Passover time. Now this is the big stage that we have been waiting for. This is what will propel you to the next level. And so what we tell you is no holding back. Give in everything you've got. Pull out all the stops and just go for it. Mass healings. Empty a few cemeteries. And if need be, if people give you lip, we're working with the assumption of power you have works in reverse. Strike a few people dead. Go ahead and do it. That serves them right. Come to think of it, if you recall, someone did try to advise him. You remember the devil had him stand at the highest point of the temple. If you are the Son of God, throw yourself down. To paraphrase, the angels will be sure to catch you before you hit the ground. The issue, though, is, and if you notice this, is that whenever or wherever you have some grandiose display, people eventually, always, take this to the bank. People become dull to it. The rush, the second and the third time, isn't nearly as intense as the first time. Not nearly as dramatic as they remember it. You know yourself. The fireworks display has to be better than it was last year. Certainly better than the year before, where eventually the crowds begin to thin and they look for the spectacular elsewhere. And you and I live in a world that doesn't lack for elsewheres. The signs and the wonders that crackled from Jesus' fingertips were never an attempt to inspire or to manipulate or to impress. In every single instance, it was always a genuine response to human need. A body that was broken, a heart that was broken, a spirit that was broken, and the flood of wholeness that always ensued was a witness to the kingdom of God. That in a world where God gets the world God wants, there is no place in that world for blindness. There is no place in that world for torment. There is no place in that world for grief or for tears. Come down from that cross. Come down from that cross. One more trick, Jesus. Just one more, and we promise this time it'll be enough, and we'll believe. Jesus tied nails so tight he couldn't budge. It would appear he is fresh out of miracles. But maybe not. Let me tell you, with the kind of God that we have, sometimes the miraculous is buried so deep in the common, the extraordinary hidden in the very substance of the routine and the ordinary. General Booth, you may not have heard of General Booth, but you know what he did. All of you do. He founded the Salvation Army. And he said it best of all. It is precisely because he would not come down that we believe in him. Amen. We stand for prayer.